Welcome to YouTube's TV Guide, where we tell you how to find videos on YouTube. This is the table of contents, where we cover podcasts, comedians, comics, tech channels, gaming, and so much more. We're giving you all the channels that you should know about. Let's begin. So, welcome back to the YouTube table of contents. I'm your host, like Jason Joseph, aka Ridiculous. We got new set, new season, new episodes today. So hey, y'all know how it is in the YouTube world. You get bigger, you get better, you grow, and you get to do upgrades. So we're just doing things on a smaller level, even bigger. So we hope you look forward to it. Stick with us. Big things are coming. We got more shows. We got new podcasts coming. Just stay tuned. Now, alright, this next episode, YouTube podcast. So we got some more podcast contents for you. And we're going to start it off today. We got Gary Owens with the Get Some podcast. One of my favorite legendary comedians, Michael Collyer with the Michael Collyer Morning Show. I love my job, I love my job, I love my job. I love this YouTube job. And Drink Champs. Make some noise. Yo, let's begin. Alright, this next channel, Gary Owens and the Get Some podcast. What is Gary Owens and the Get Some podcast? It's basically a walk in Gary Owens' life and all of his various different partners and camaraderies, if you will, in the art of acting, comedian, thespianism. All of his friends that he's met in his walk of life in Hollywood, he interviews them right here on the Get Some podcast. He even got to interview his evil twin, Tommy, from what's that show, Power. Awesome interview. Why should you check out Gary Owens? Because I mean, literally, Gary Owens has been a part of the black community for probably 30 years now. I mean, I'm old school. I'm comic view old school. So if you remember Gary Owens and you've been wondering what he's been up to, yo, he's been here doing this. Check this out. What's the best thing about his show? Yo, like I said, he interviewed Tommy from Power. He's interviewed various members of the various different movies he's been on. We still waiting on that Kevin Hart interview. He's waiting on that Kevin Hart interview. You get all things Gary Owens here on the Get Some podcast, as well as on this channel. He'll throw a lot of his stand-up comedy sets. He'll throw up sets that he might have done on the road. All kinds of stuff. Chop up his different he chops up his different hour-long specials and give you them diced up into various different segments. I mean, everything Gary Owens is right here on Gary Owens' channel, the Get Some podcast. If you've been looking for him, remember being a fan of this guy. He was a host of Comedy View. I mean, come on, man, what gets better than that? That's like one of the best things about Gary. He has been in our homes for many years. Thank you, Gary. Like, share, and subscribe. Go check out the Get Some podcast hosted by Gary Owens. You won't be disappointed. Alright, this next channel, the Michael Collyer Morning Show. What is the Michael Collyer Morning Show? Here you will find a various array of interviews for the masses, but one of America's funniest leading comedians, Michael Collyer himself. He will be showing off his first season on this channel, the Michael Collyer Morning Show, which has one of my favorite segments. I love my job, I love my job, I love my job. He gets up a little late, but it's his newest series that he's came out with today. He also has a new series called Talking With as well. And maybe you'll get to rub elbows with him and a couple of high knobs. Yo, he drops stuff weekly, throughout the week, every day. If you don't know him, Google him. He's Googleable. Welcome and pure peace. Why should you check out the Michael Collyer Morning Show? He's one of my all-time favorite comedians. I've even met him a couple of times. He does a segment every Wednesday called I Love My Job, I Love My Job, where he calls a random person that sends in and signs up for this, where they win prizes, trips, and etc. I mean, I've been watching this guy since he was on Venice Beach in Hollywood, no stage, performing in front of a crowd full of strangers. I mean, literally, this man embodies what it is to be a human entertainer, and he truly is a master comedian. What is the best thing about Michael Collyer? I mean, you're watching a legend at his best. He's been on Def Jam, House Party 3, Who Made the Potato Salad. I know a lot of y'all might have not seen that movie. Urkel was in it, Jaleel White, shouts out to you. Poetic Justice, he's been in N.O.R.E. The list goes on. As far as I'm concerned, he easily should be in the running to take the spot of Tom Joyner's morning show. Michael Collyer morning show should get the crew. I'm putting it in the universe. If you've ever been wondering whatever happened to Mike, he's been doing this. Check out his channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. You will not be disappointed. Alright, this next channel, and most definitely not least, Drink Champs, hosted by DJ Effin and the world's greatest, and one of the world's greatest Virgos, N.O.R.E himself. What is Drink Champs? They've been picked up from Revolt. N.O.R.E and DJ Effin, his DJ from Miami, they have been doing this on their own for years, and he got picked up by Revolt. Shouts out to Puff Daddy. What can I say? He's showing a lot of love. Shouts out to the Versus and Trolley Entertainment. Y'all doing y'all thing. Drink Champs is the next one to make it onto Revolt, and here they interview everybody, and they single-handedly have coined the phrase, "We're trying to give you your roses while you are here." Why should you check out Drink Champs? Because one, if you're a hip-hop head, you gotta support N.O.R.E. Come on, man. This is Capone and Noriega, War Report. You have to support hip-hop history. And what can I say? I mean, he's also a Virgo like myself. N.O.R.E has a great mind when it comes to interviewing. He's a fascinating entertainer. What's the best thing about Drink Champs? Other than N.O.R.E and DJ Effin, their back and forth banter. N.O.R.E gives great interviews. He has great questions that he asks. Quote the Wu-Tang. Look at the answers you be giving. N.O.R.E be giving some great questions. I tell you, N.O.R.E gives great questions for these dudes. And a lot of them, you know, we're getting drunk, and a lot of them, we're getting drunk while we're doing the interview. So that's probably one of the funniest things, is a lot of people can't take their liquor, and it does show. Especially on the earlier episodes. They might have toned it down a little bit since they've been on Revolt. Other than that, Tiger Bomb. To me, that's my best thing about the show. Check out the show to find out what Tiger Bomb is. You can search Drink Champs. They did have a channel. I don't know why they don't have a channel anymore. Maybe it's because they're on Revolt. And you do. Go to Revolt's channel to find Drink Champs. Support N.O.R.E. Yep, what can I say? What is one of my favorite N.O.R.E songs of all time. And then when I found out that you're a Virgo, we might either be the same year, or you're a year ahead of me, or I'm a year ahead of you. But yeah, it blew my mind. We're both Virgos. So, shouts out to Drink Champs. They coined that. Everybody's stealing that. Even Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart got that from them. I'm giving them credit. Like I said, check out Drink Champs. Alright, so let's recap. Today's episode, podcast. It was the first one I gave you. Gary Owens, Get Some Podcast. Check out Gary Owens, all things Gary Owens here on his channel, as well as his stand-up. Can't go wrong. Check out Get Some Podcast. Next channel was Michael Collyer and the Michael Collyer Morning Show. I love my job, I love my job, I love my job. Hey, being a YouTuber is truly one of the greatest jobs you possibly could have, and I love every second of it. Last but not least, Drink Champs. Make some noise. Coin that. That's all them. They just want to give you your roses while we still have you. Check out Drink Champs. Check out Michael Collyer. Check out Gary Owens. You won't be disappointed. If this is your first time, please like, share, and subscribe. I have been your host, like Jason Joseph, aka Ridiculous. New set, new episodes. We need new subscribers. Until next time.